Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Allen is out there with Junior, and it's Irving at the 1. And for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Down low, Duncan, and he banks in the layup.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Young finds Collins. Back to Young. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Young passes to Hunter. Collins looking around. Pass to Young. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
Outside Collins. Releases. He can't get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Pass to Collins. Here's Herter. LeVert defending, and Herter gets it to go.
Well, Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
And that one, good. Junior's got 8 points.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Young against Irving. Young drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Young's got his third basket of the night. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Inside, here's Duncan. Collins with some nice D.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Now, here's Hunter, defended by Durant. And Young, here we go. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. He's got 9.
Toughness inside from Trey.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Karis LeVert. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Jordan the pass to Jr. And Duncan throws it down.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
The Hawks trailing. Young taking his time here. Passes it to Reddish. Just 5 on the clock. And Jordan sends it back.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
To the middle, here's Junior. That one falls.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Free throw good, Duncan. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics. Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Bruno Fernando's checked in for Jones. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Here's Park. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. To the paint. It's stolen. Young with no one. Good! Another from three.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing.
And this has been Junior's game so far. It's obvious he's not afraid to step up and carry the offense.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. A shot by Reddish, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hardaway with a wide-open look. Connects from three-point range.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Young with the ball. And again for three.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way. And so, guys, it's Junior now keeping everyone focused on the task at hand, Greg. It makes a lot of sense.
It's what he's getting paid the big bucks to do now. His overall presence and guidance is as valuable as his play.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
You've got Reddish, also Labissiere out there, and it's Fernando in at the 5, home in the paint. So that's the Hawks 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Wizards, put on a show. He scored 40 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best. I mean, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. They come into this one having outplayed them.
They did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding...
Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in. Young's got 20 points.
So tricky there with the floater and a nice touch from Trae Young.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Junior kicks to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Duncan, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Young passes to Herter. Kicks it out to Cowan. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Back to Duncan. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Duncan gets it to go on the assist from Harris. Junior's got 6 here in this quarter. The Hawks trail by 12. 35 seconds left here in the second. The feed to Young. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
It's disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Kept alive, short, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
And the sheer size of Jordan is just so tough for defenders sometimes to deal with. Skilled at picking up the foul there.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Bruno Fernando comes in for Jones. And Labissiere subbed in for John Collins. Here's Young. The pass to Labissiere. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
To the inside. Got it up. The shot misses. And we finished one half of basketball. Brooklyn ahead. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Junior in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Junior's out there with Durant, and it's Allen in at the center. Hunter dishes to Young. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. To the middle, Durant, the pass to Duncan. Back to KD. It's deflected.
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
Irving, good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
A nice shot by Young.
The threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Pass to Young. Over Irving. Young's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And they pick up 2. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said, it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And The irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's Herder. No good, unable to end this run.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
The Nets making a switch here. Temple's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now Young. 24 points for him. Pass to Park. 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Hawks trail by 21. Young outside. For the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. Here's Temple, and that comes off the assist by Duncan. Duncan's got his 6th assist on the night.
And Coach can thank Junior's vision for this one. Watches how the floor is moving and spots the open man.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
To a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint. You just keep going.
Atlanta making some changes. Damian Jones is checked in for Horford. This year comes in for Collins. And it's Reddish in for Young. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Jordan the pass to Duncan. And Jones pulls it down.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
It's good.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Dinwiddie up top. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Bangs home the trifecta.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Labissiere in the high post. Duncan on him. Jones trying to get open.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Back to Duncan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the tenacity of Junior's inside play goes right into the defender to get a foul and put the shot up.
Hawks making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Luwawu is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Crawford in for Garrett Temple. Here's Park. Dinwiddie covering. Park's shot is off. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 20-6 run. And Duncan gets double-teamed. Nets passing it around. Crawford outside. Passes it to Jordan. Feeds it to Junior.
Oh, come on. And you know that's a highlight because look at the people still buzzing after that play from Junior.
23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Reddish, guarded by Crawford. Now, here's Reddish. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fires from deep. No good. And so it's Brooklyn, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what...
Court vision.
Well, a great job.
Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Luwawu. Jones is out there with Horford. Then it's Reddish. And it's Young. And it's Park in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Down low. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Now, here's Hunter. Not a lot of room. The Hawks again can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And here is Goodwin. Here's Bembry. 1:35 left to play here in the fourth. Back to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
On a given night, one or two guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They didn't lose focus, and it made a difference.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Duncan.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Bembry. Over Temple. Hunter kicks to Dedmon. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. Crawford finds Duncan. Here's Temple. Here's Jordan. It's Dedmon with the rebound. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Goodwin. Brooklyn with the rebound. Duncan outside. Inside. Johnson outside. There's the feed to Duncan. And Jones sends it back. And they get it back.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony.